In this tutorial, we are going to learn functions. Till now, we have seen many inbuilt functions like user input, print, length, range, and so many, right? They do certain things. Likewise, can we create our own functions? Yes, that is what we are going to learn in this tutorial. Let's begin. Whenever we create a function, we have to keep two things in our mind. First one is we have to create a function, and the second one is we have to call the function. First, let's see how to create a function. The syntax will look like this. Def, which means we are defining the function, and we have to give some name to our function. I'm giving calculate. After that, we have to use round bracket. Inside the bracket, we have to pass parameters. I am passing a comma b. Don't worry about this a comma b. It will be clear in a moment. After that, as usual, we have to use colon. Then hit enter. It will make some indentation. Here we have to mention what our function should do. Here our function should add two numbers. For that, I'm creating one more variable c and I'm storing a plus b. After adding these two numbers, what my function should do is it should print the result. For that, I'm printing c. That's it. This is how we create a function. Now let's save it and let's run it. Oops, we didn't get any output. Why we didn't get any output? Because in the beginning itself I told you we should keep two things in our mind. First one is we have to create a function, and the second important one is we have to call the function. Here we have created a function but we did not call the function. Let's call it. For that, we have to use the function name calculate. After that, we have to use round bracket. Inside the round bracket, we have to pass values for a and b. I am passing 5 and 5 because here we want to add two numbers. For that, we have to pass any two numbers, right? So I am passing 5 and 5. Let's see what happens. We got 10. This is how function works. In fact, you can create multiple functions here. For example, I'm creating one more function. This time I want to divide two numbers. So I'm passing parameters a comma b. Here I want to divide a by b. After that, I want to print the answer. After that, I'm creating one more function. This time I want to multiply two numbers a comma b, c equal to a times b. Then I want to print the result. Now we can call each and every function individually. Let me show you. First, I'm calling calculate. Let's change the numbers. 10 comma 10. Let's see what happens. We got 20 because here we passed 10 and 10. Now let's call divide function. Div 10 comma 10. Now let's run it. We got 20. After that we got 1 because 10 divided by 10 it will be 1. That's why we got 1. After that I'm calling the third function, which is multiplication. Here I'm passing 10 comma 10. Let's run it. We got 20. After that we got 1. After that we got 100. This is how we can create multiple functions. And one more important thing is function can do two things. One is it can print the result, and another one is it can return the result. Let me show you what did I mean by that. If I call this function, let's see what we are getting. We are getting 20. Now what I want to do is I want to store this 20 in a new variable. How can I do that? I can create a new variable and I can store it like this, right? Now let's print result. Now let's run it. We are getting none for result. Why are we getting none? Because we cannot store this inbuilt function in a variable. Let me show you why. I'm creating a variable a and I'm using print function. Inside the print function, I'm entering hello. Now we got hello. Now let's print a. We got none because we cannot store a inbuilt function in a variable. That's why we are getting none. So what we have to do is we have to use a return keyword. Here we have to use return keyword. I'm returning C. Now let's see what happens. We got 20. Function can do two things. One is it can print the result and the second one is it can return the result. That's it. That's all about function. In the next tutorial, we will see how to use function in real time. Alright, see you then.